People often want to know what one type of activism works best. But the truth is, there's no single tactic that wins alone. Systems of power are complex, resilient, and designed to absorb small shocks. So the most effective activism isn't a single action, it's a coordinated ecosystem of actions. More specifically, direct action disrupts, mutual aid sustains, and political pressure transforms. These three together are the backbone of leftist change-making. Direct action is the spark. It's about refusing to let injustice continue quietly. It includes activities like sit-ins, walkouts, boycotts, strikes, blockades, and public disruptions. They work because they force institutions to confront what they'd rather ignore. You're not asking for permission, you're asserting collective power. What it disrupts is the smooth functioning of corporate, political, or economic systems that rely on our quiet compliance. Mutual aid is the foundation. Mutual aid isn't charity, it's community power building. When we feed each other, care for each other, teach each other, and directly meet needs, we reduce the system's control over us. A community that can survive together can also resist together. What it disrupts is the dependency on institutions that benefit from inequality. And political and structural pressure is the lever. Yes, voting matters, but so does calling representatives, filing complaints, pushing for policy change, and supporting left-leaning candidates or ballot measures. Bureaucracy is slow, but when paired with direct action, it becomes a pressure cooker for the people in power. And what it disrupts is the illusion that power only flows top-down. So the most effective activism is the one that creates leverage. The system doesn't budge because you're right. It budges when you become impossible to ignore or costly to oppose. Effective activism does one or more of the following. It withdraws labor, withdraws money in the form of boycotts or ethical spending, mobilizes the masses. It builds alternatives like co-ops and mutual aid networks and community gardens. It changes the narrative through media, art, storytelling, and education. And it targets pressure points by organizing workers, renters, and students. If it scares the powerful, inconveniences the exploitative, or empowers the marginalized, it's working. So how do we actually disrupt the system? Here are some strategies that historically pressure oppressive systems without crossing into harmful or illegal activity. Organize collectively. A single activist is a voice, but a union, a community organization, or a mutual aid network is a force. Collective action is the core of disruption. Control the narrative. Share stories, educate neighbors, and push back on propaganda. Boycott strategically. Not random boycotts, but targeted ones that hit corporations aligned with oppressive policies. Support strikes and labor organizing. When workers shut down production, everything else trembles. Even supporting strikes with food donations or visibility matters. Build dual power. Co-ops, barter networks, community gardens, and free stores, these reduce reliance on harmful structures and demonstrate better ways of living. Elect pressure builders, not saviors. Politicians should be tools, not heroes. Vote for the ones who open doors for activism, not the ones who close them. Practice mutual aid. A community that takes care of its own is a community harder to manipulate, divide, or suppress. And refuse to normalize injustice. Culture shifts always precede political shifts. The system survives on passivity. So then what's the most effective form of activism? Well, it's whatever you'll actually keep doing. Some people organize, some teach, some donate. Some build gardens while others write blogs. Movements win when everyone contributes in the way they're able. The system wants you demoralized, isolated, and convinced that your actions don't matter. Don't allow this. Together we can make the changes that we want. Thank you for watching, and let's navigate this wasteland together.